Father, forgive us for what we must do. You'll forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven. Fish and whistle, whistle and fish. Eat everything that they put on your dish. And when we get through, we'll make a big wish that we never have to do this.
I'm going to go ahead and set up my bottom rod, see if I can't. Now, I don't think we're going to get any action from the sturgeon right off the bat, but we...
Yeah.
And I haven't caught him in this game. This is going by either, classic, so...
Mm-hmm.
Rules could be different.
Yep.
So... Oh, shoot. Is it 2? Okay, I'm getting my rods mixed up here. Yeah, that's right. I think I was catching them right around there. Make sure. And number 3, the stuck muscle meat. They do love that. Okay, that's a definite hole. Let's see here. What else do I have here? That's my float rod. Got my spinner bait. I put a tail on it, so we're going to see what that does. Now we're at the upward slope of this first peak. So I don't know how much biting we're going to get off the bat at 5 a.m. They should start biting more at 6.
There it is. I was hoping that I had unlocked the 19-foot triple runners, the purple one especially at level 35. The orange one is magnificent, but it's gold only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they did pretty well here.
Yeah.
I think the steelhead seemed to go for him pretty heavily.
There it is. Particular 2-ounce medium spoon I've been looking for. That's got it's a kind of a glow pattern one.
Mm-hmm.
And a 2-ounce red, and need that bad boy and this bad boy. So that one went to home storage. Let's see. Put that there, and then I should be able to get my last big boy. There he is. Big boy's in the pack. All right, I should be set on my way. San Joaquin. But half-ounce lemon tiger for striped bass. And over at the dam is usually where I fish.
I was going to see if we could get a white sturgeon to bite, but right now they're biting pretty good off these lemon tigers.
Yeah.
I've got.
Yep, and the striped bass, they're pretty open to any kind of action. Stop and go, slow and steady, lift and drop.
Yeah. Not sure what I got here yet, but it's striped bass. $9.74. They're worth quite a bit. And that's just the common. That's just the common. I don't know what the gold they're going to bring here, though. kind of interested to find out. Aha! Guess what? Something is biting on my bottom rod. You got your rod pod with you?
Yeah, I would imagine I do. Generally, I carry it by habit. Yeah, I've got my rod pod with me.
Well,
Usually what I do here, since we can use our boats, is I hop in my boat and use it
yeah.
to set up, a bottom rod.
Now, something was biting on this just a second ago.
If they're still up in this little channel here.
Just
I seem to be getting a
see
pretty short cast off of this, though I know I've got a fairly optimal weight going.
Yeah.
I think we'll just try a straight slow retrieve out in the channel here. Well, right on the side where you are right now, basically just off this edge, is where some of the biggest carp lay in here.
Yeah. Float fishing or bottom?
Either one. Bottom fishing definitely comes out a bit better. Like I say, normally I'll bait them with semolina. They'll certainly take the night crawlers ever so very happily. Seems to be a happier situation for them. But there's, I'm sure if you look at your map utility, basically there's a narrow channel off of this side that's right about dead center out there, and that's a good place to fish the white cats. And then on the end of the little island where you are, you got to get out a fair distance, but there's a decent drop off there, and that's where you're gonna see some action too as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Might try that. Seems like the white sturgeon are kind of. I think it's too early for them, honestly.
Oh, just a young common carp that time. But any of the shallows right around the island here are good for the carp. For the carpies. But once you get out there into the deeper stuff, it goes as much as 22 feet.
Yeah.
So you can max out and bottom fish out there.
Let me see what I can do here. Definitely gonna size down the hook here. Keep the same bait though.
Yeah, well, that's why I went with a 3-aught. Was hoping to stay away from the little bitty fellows, but they like the semolina too much.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Oop, it's the right one. Let's go there. Now we got it.
I'm gonna bust this out nice and deep.
That didn't take long.
Go 72 inches and cast out in that deep channel. See if there's anything laying out there.
Holy crap, this is not a catfish. I just threw it out there. Duck muscle meat.
Yeah.
There's something big on here. Really big.
I just tossed a night crawler out in the deep channel out here. Full 6 feet deep. See who's out there in the mood to fiddle. Come on over here, see what you got going on. With the duck muscle meat, you might pick up a steelhead.
Yeah, this This fish is no joke, whatever it is.
Well, somebody decided they like my night crawler. And whoever that somebody is, he's got some fight to him.
Mm-hmm.
So might have picked up a cat here. Oh, you're just walking away with it here on my Brutus. Come back here, you. And he just took a jump, too. Not sure what I got going on here. Haven't seen him yet. There are some very nice bass out here, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's see what we got here.
He's running with it again.
Come here, you. And Steelhead, yep. So that's with a night crawler at 6 feet out in the side channel. So they're still out there, that's good.
Yep.
You should be able to see where my float is out there. So that's good for the Steelhead. I may just toss my my bottom rig out there, switch it over to something with a little more oomph to it, and sink it into that channel out there.
Okay, he is running with it.
You might have a champion Steelhead on there, or you may have a sturgeon. That you had duck muscle meat on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could have a sturgeon on the end.
Well, he broke the water, but I couldn't tell what he was. Just being patient. When he gives a little, then I'll reel him in. It's just that he took it out like 30 feet all at one time there for a minute ago.
Well, he broke the surface again. I didn't quite get a look at him. I'm eyeballing him. Yeah.
He's running with it again.
Yeah, get your rod up as high as you can humanly hold it. Hold that right mouse to keep the pressure on him. And as soon as he gives you anything, gain back that foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, you know?
Exactly.
That's about all you can do.
This is going to be a fight. I think we're going to be matched up here for a minute.
Let's see here. I think I'm going to switch this over to a large minnow. And I'm going to drop it out there in the deep spot. See if maybe a really good steelhead will take it off the bottom. Maybe a cat.
I'm literally just getting like a foot at a time here.
Yep, and that's the way it goes. You keep that pressure on him. Your rod really high, and any time he gives you a little bit, take that little bit. Anytime he pulls and it gets up into mid yellow, just let him do his thing. Get that little bit at a time, because if you start pumping the rod or you keep, reeling and reeling and reeling, all you're going to do is just give him more and more and more line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's getting close in now. Ooh, he's a big boy, whatever he is. Still can't quite make him out. I think you might have a big old monster steelhead on there.
That'd be cool. Come on.
He's right up at the shore. Oh, now he's taking a little line out again, it looks like.
Yeah, he keeps doing that to me. Ah, there he goes again.
Yep. Well, if you get him into 20, you should be able to left shift and dial down on him really fast. Once you get it, I believe it's to 18, that's when you pull him from the water, so.
Yeah.
But I think what you've got there is a really nice steelhead. Because he doesn't have the right shape for a sturgeon. Well, no, by golly, I think you may have a sturgeon there.
Oh, really?
Now I can see him a little better down there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you got a sturgeon there. I nose is long. Yeah, you got a sturgeon on there, man.
I'll be damned. No wonder. That was not a spot that I typically caught them at.
Yep. Yeah, he's right at the shore. You got him. There you go.
Awesome. Yep. White sturgeon.
Nice. Ooh, running off with my float rod over here. I'm too busy watching you wrestle that sturgeon.
Won't it just say it's
37 pounds.
56?
Very nice. And a nice
And I
steelhead
can't
here.
And we can keep him. He's 3,486 cash.
Excellent. Nice, nice, nice. And there goes my bottom rod.
Oh,
Wham.
hell of a fight. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Captain Dinosaur Fish was definitely not in the mood to come visit you in person.
Mm.
Got another decent fish here on my bottom rod. But yeah, right straight out from me here, there's a narrow channel. Great place to throw something in.
Oh, yeah.
Usually I'd be over here working the lures, but I thought, what the heck, do something different today and focus a little more on floating bottom rod.
Yeah.
See what the steelies were taking for float.
What surprised me is I caught him off a 2-aught hook.
There we go. Oh yeah.
Usually.
Imagine if you'd had like a 4-aught on there.
Really. Moby Dick.
Yeah. Well, the steelheads are still out here in the channel as they always were in the classic game, and they're still biting on the things they loved back then, the large minnows and the night crawlers. So I can certainly be happy with that because I'll sit here fish steelhead all day
Oh, yeah.
because they pay good and they're a fun fight. But I think actually I'm going to see if I can get a little more depth on this. Let's try her at 90. I was running 72 inches, 6 foot. Toss her out there at 90. Yeah, I'm still good. So
There you go. You like him?
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, duck muscle meat.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, he's a good looking carp. But yeah, this little area over here in the shallows all around the island, all fantastic carp territory. If you fish them with the peas or the corn, you'll tend to pick up the smaller ones, but you will occasionally get a nice one who'll decide he's in the mood. The semolina balls work really good for the medium and the large. The night crawlers work fantastic for them. You could, of course, use a Euro setup with pellets and stuff. But
Yeah, I think I'm going to try this nymph. Let's see what that does. Over here.
looks like I got something happening. Oops, struck too early. Have to reset it. But on a 3-aught with night crawlers, I'm picking up some nice steelheads. I think I'm actually gonna step up to a 5-aught and see if I can get a monster steelhead on there to break my rod. In fact, I think I'm also gonna set this as deep as I can. 98. It should still be good because it's pretty deep out there in that little channel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
This is a spot I've cast so much to this spot that I know I know the channel out there, and the channel runs like the full length along. So
Yeah.
that's the nice thing about it is once you get the distance correct. Of course, you like to use the markers, so you could set a marker for it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to mark that carp now that I think about it, because it's about the same area I caught the sturgeon too.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like a little rise right there where the carp was caught.
Yeah.
Yep, I got something. Number one.
Well, I almost went for taking the European trip, fish those browns on the river.
Tiber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the two little outlets down on the bottom end of the river that just so nice to go down there with that little ladybug spinner and catch the browns and so on and really curious to see how the addition of the spinner tail affects the catch rate on them.
I'm sure it has to. Oh, that looks like I got another carp here. Yep. That's
What size hook are you?
2-aught.
2-aught. Yep. Yeah. I'm usually 2-aught or 3-aught, because anything smaller than that, and you're just gonna catch the little ones.
Yeah.
With a 3-aught, you don't catch them as often, but usually they're good fish.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Well, I probably can't with that cast out. I am going to check to see what the... I don't think they have a unique carp here, but I think they do go trophy.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. Take a look at the fish list here and see.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to go look too. If you already got it open.
Carp. Young, common, trophy, and unique for common carp.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's going to be a
common
battle.
largemouth. There's unique red ear here. There's unique steelhead, unique striped bass, and the sturgeon and the catfish are only common, so we don't have any trophy or unique for them. But there are trophy and trophy bluegills as well.
Damn.
I know in classic that I've picked up a couple of unique carp here, but I didn't know if it was the same for the Fisherman Fishing Planet or not.
I couldn't remember, honestly. I hadn't been... The only reason I went back to this map on Fishing Planet Classic is it was part of the one of the events. I think it was 4th of July. You had to come here for something.
Yeah.
And I just stuck around because I hadn't been here, and because the travel time costs so much. If you're there, you might as well just stick around.
Right. Bring this back up to about 40 inches for these steelheads out here. They don't seem to be interested in.
Got a snag.
And the deep one, so we'll do that. And I could be catching a lot more fish a lot faster, fishing with lures and taking striped bass. But like I say, wanted to switch it up, do something different for a change. I lure fish almost exclusively, and
No, I understand that. Get that.
come over and hang out with you and float fish a few steelheads and maybe pick up a carp or two.
Yeah.
But I do in a bit want to go over to the dam and really tie into the steelheads over there.
Yeah, we'll have to hit at the next peak, fast forward time a little bit.
Well, that's the thing about the steelheads is over at the dam, usually as long as you're not in the absolute bottomed out part of the day, they're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
They're obviously, the peak does make a difference, but you usually pick them up fairly consistently all throughout the day. You can pick them up on shiners, large minnows, night crawlers. All of that is really great for them. If you want to float fish them over there, or bottom fish them,
Yeah.
and then with either a crankbait or a decent medium spoon, they're good.
Yeah.
Come on, make up your mind there, fish. There he goes. Oh, he got my bait just before I set the hook. Sneaky devil. But that was another nice steelhead. I actually saw him break the surface.
Damn.
But yeah, usually I'd come over here and fish through the peak over here beaver fishing, and then once the peak passed, that's when I'd actually go over and start fishing the steelheads and chinook off peak
There you
at
go.
the dam.
Little young collar. Little young common. Yeah, I think the striped bass still bite well too over by the dam, but you got to go all the way out on that little island thing to
Yep.
the very end into the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think I got another decent steelhead here. The way he's fighting. Oh, he managed to slack me out. You dog.
Oh, I hate when they do that. They're good at it too.
Yeah.
I think I got another carp.
All right. Well, we know the steelhead are still biting on floating bottom rigs over here in the side channel, so that's good to have confirmed that. Well, see what they're doing over here the way they used to.
Yeah, things seem to be pretty consistent with Classic.
Yeah. So far it's very much been as it was with Classic. So night
That's
crawler just off of the patch of weeds out there. 40 inches. And then semolina at about the midpoint on the bottom rod right out there. There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see what I get right there at the bend of the channel where it opens up with a float rod. See if there's anything gonna go after shiner. Damn, that was fast.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's why I did the side channel first, because it's actually a whole lot better out front there than it is at the side channel. So if all is as it should be, there should be another nice steelhead.
There we go. White catfish.
Giving me a bit of a fight here. Might actually have a carp here.
Where you are is where I caught that one carp, the bigger one.